Hi everybody, Happy New Year. I'm Go VR Go Home. I want to welcome you back to my channel. It's now 2021 and we're going to do the first layout update of the year. Let's get to it. Okay, so now that it's 2021, let's start off this year with a bang. But because I'm in Ontario, I'm starting this year off in a lockdown. So since, I guess, December 25th or December 26th, whoever's counting, Ontario got shut down and we're on lockdown. So I've been working away at the layout along with working, spending time with family and whatnot. So, yeah, I've got lots to show you. But we're going to do this a little differently this time. We're going to follow this train. Got my two GP9s here with some fancy cylindrical hoppers. And yes, Bubs, these are the three that you got me. So they're up at the front there. And we're going to follow these two GP9s around the layout. And I'm going to do a layout update as the train gets to that spot. So let's go ahead. We'll fire these up. And we'll start circling the layout, and I'll talk about all the things that I've worked on. Okay, so one of the reasons why I'm starting from here is because I did take my bridge out. I've been doing a lot of work, not specifically this area here, but when we get around to it, I'll show you. So the train's gonna just kind of take off here, and it's pulling its cylindrical grain hoppers. Had a really good Christmas. Like I said, Bubs got me that one and that one. I'm very thankful for that. I'm definitely going to be getting more cylindrical hoppers as I want to build an ethanol train. And also, I mean, come on, what's a Canadian layout without these awesome Saskatchewan and Alberta grain hoppers? I just love the way they look, so they're awesome. Okay, so you'll see right here, I've got my double crossover and I've got my button. I'm just gonna make that stop. So when I push this, there we go. You'll see that it moves there and there. I think this is a little backwards. Probably have to, yeah, I'm gonna have to turn this this little thing around so that it's lit up on this side, just because of how they go. But yeah, so I'm getting a lot more of these in, and since the last time that I did a layout update, there wasn't any of these available because they sell pretty quick. And yeah, now that they're, you know, they become available every so often. So I try to grab as many as I can when I can. As far as scenery here, so I've still got the Canadian Tire distribution center here, and then this is just a rando building here that I'll probably add for scenery and whatnot, because it's kind of like exiting a town here up top, and I might put like a little building there and then like a road crossing or something. I don't know, I still have to do all that, but I've been trying to get as much of my main line done as possible. But yeah, I just keep hitting roadblocks. But you'll notice here that I've got this piece of track. And the reason why that's kind of sitting there is because I'm thinking of adding a siding that goes around the top here. And when we get around to the other side, I'll show you exactly where that's going to go. But yeah, and then obviously have a couple of tracks here for whatever industry. I haven't really solidified it as this is going to be where the Canadian Tire Center is going to go, but right now that's kind of where I just have it sitting. So when I finalize things like that and figure out what industries are going where, I'm sure that I'll be able to sort that out. But what I'm thinking is that, let's say, for example, you come in here, which is a siding, and you can back up and you can go right around. And the whole other side there is a whole switching layout section, which, I mean, I'll show you like right now. Okay, so this is basically, I'm sitting at my workstation, my desk. You can see my computers here, kind of lame. But you'll notice I cleaned this up a lot. This used to be a dumping ground. It still kind of looks like a dumping ground, but it's not really. It's just, I put all my trees and flock there. I've got a whole bunch more trees to do and whatnot. You'll notice this one here has a button. Very nice. And it works. So that's for this siding here, which you guys are aware of. Now, see this line right here? This whole piece of wood in here is going to get raised up so that it matches that piece of wood back there. And basically the track would be coming around, and it's obviously going to be a lot higher than this here. And it'll actually be high enough where I can have the tracks come in and then go over top of these two tracks again, and then have an industry here right where my computer desk is eventually. But right now, obviously, yeah, it's been kind of a dumping ground. So just kind of straightened it out and cleaned up a whole bunch of stuff, organized. Because, I mean, besides it being well overdue, it definitely needed to happen. And also, I'm making future plans as well, because I would like to utilize this area here for maybe, you know, a couple of background industries here, maybe one in the foreground, and then another one right where my computers are. So that'll be interesting, to say the least. I've got my siding in here. Just got my Go Transit car sitting on it as the GP9 rolls by. And you'll notice that there's no interference there. The tracks are far enough apart that basically nothing rubs or touches. So circling back to the lower level here, you'll notice I've got another one of these little buttons. Works really well. And yeah, I really like the whole Walther switch machine thing here. It helps. Like, that would take me forever if I was trying to wire something else, like a tortoise or whatever. I know that they can be easy, depending on your skill set, but yeah, I don't know. I like to keep that's easy to me. Doing a you know, plug and play. Again, like, you know, for back there. Yeah, it works for me, you know. And you'll see here that I've been forming the land, and I've been doing a lot of weaving. This is all glued in place, and you know, so obviously I have to do the plaster cloth and whatnot and continue on this way. But I like how it's coming together. It's really shaping how everything is going to look. And then I'll be able to add, you know, grass and whatnot, and turf, and trees, and bushes, all the fun stuff, right? And yeah, the clearance is good too, under the bridge. And I snipped this as well, so that it doesn't hang out anymore. And it's also glued down. I just gotta do this whole, build the bench work for here, and then I'll be able to continue going upwards with that and extend the range of where I can actually add industries. So that would be right here. Taking a look back here, I still haven't done too much. Obviously, I got sidetracked with other things, but that's okay. It happens. There's like so much to do, so I'm never really bored. Just before Christmas, I had got a few kits that I had sent off to Brandon, Bubs031, and he was nice enough to build them, paint them, weather them. And they're also, I gave them some lights as well. None of it's hooked up yet. None of it's in place. But we've got, like, obviously the 3-car shop, the yard office, and also the paint shop, the rail car paint shop, and then a couple little smaller buildings. Once I'm done back there, which is my next project, I'll be able to raise this up, and then I'll be able to put that all in place. Okay, so before the train rolls through the station here, I'm just going to show you a couple of things that I've done with this part of the layout over the last month. Now you'll notice a couple of things here. One, I've got more locomotives out on the layout. It's because my power's connected now, so I can actually kind of run trains, even if it is just back and forth. Another thing you'll notice is ballast, and lights, and details. So I've been really going ham on this station here because it was just something that really needed to get done. So after I had painted those walkways, I did the striping, the safety striping on them. And then once those were in place, I added lights to both the station and the walkways. You can see 1, 2 there, and the bus terminal. I also added these yard lights here to the yard. There's 3 of them there. And it basically, it brings the scene to life. From what I've seen, looks okay to me, but you guys be the judge. So I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna turn off the main lights, and I'm gonna turn on the little lights here, and we'll see how it looks at night. Okay, so taking a look here, obviously you've got the platform lights over by the buses as well. By the way, new iconic replicas, Ontario Northland bus. Very nice. And then we've got the lights here for the yard. They're not super bright, even though they're on full blast. They're not like super high grade, you know, intermodal lights for like those major yards. But they add a bit of detail. So it just perfectly lights certain cars just like that there. And it just makes it look so cool. And then obviously the station platforms, the inside the station, not super bright, except for like maybe that one there by that door. I'm not sure why that's so bright. Might have to adjust that. And then down there you'll see that little building that has a light as well. That might be too bright. Maybe it's just the camera. I'm not sure. But either way, I think it looks great now that the whole thing lights up. It really brings it to life. And when you're standing back and you're just kind of looking, it looks really neat. So as far as ballast goes, I have a couple of different types of ballast that I use in different blends. So for my main line, continued on from the live that I did where, you know, basically have like the brown gray mix. Yeah, and then that's going to continue on through. I've only got to about there with the one. And then I'm doing a bit of a darker blend, which has black and gray for the yard, which you can kind of see it's represented there. I got those little tufts that I put in. Those are from, I can't remember, Pico tufts, something like that. And then I made these little things here, the little wood posts, and I painted them white. And then I put a little number on each one, because each one of these sidings or tracks in the yard are all numbered. They're all represented here. So tracks 1 through 5, which means I'll be able to power individual yard tracks. And I've got the little, let's see, they're kind of glued in there. So there's one right there and one right there. And yeah, they're just representing each one of those tracks so that you know which one Or you can just go, oh, track 1 is there, track 2, 3, 4. I need power to track 4, and then flick, you know. Easy peasy, right? So, but yeah, we'll let the train roll through the station here, and then we'll continue on to the next section, which I feel like I've done the most work with. And yeah, we'll take a look and see what exactly I've done. Okay, so the two GP9s here are just pulling through the station. These hoppers are so clean looking. You don't even know. But once it gets past the station here, you're gonna see that things are starting to look a little bit more green. That's because I did a lot of scenery. I added a lot of trees. And hopefully, even though I cleaned the track, hopefully the train still... Yeah. Ugh. Come on. I think I gotta clean the track some more. There we go. No. Yeah? Okay. Yeah, I just gotta clean the track is all. There we go. And of course, you know, they disappear into the under the tunnel there, or the bridge, the overpass, as they call it. And that starts the journey up the actual helix. Now, as far as the helix goes, obviously, haven't gotten too much done because, well, let's face it, I've been so busy doing all the greenery that I haven't really done much with the helix. But as you can see, you know, it's still going strong here. If you hear a buzzing, it's just the LRC cars. But these can do a full, I guess a full loop on the outside level, or layer, I guess, because it's two tracks. And they'll come right up to here. But yeah, so I still just gotta get the second track going, and I've got more of these posts in place here, and this is my template, so I need more wood so that I can, you know, make more of these pieces here so I can continue up. And as you can see here, I already have my, I guess you call it bench work or level. Like this is the next level here. That's already in place. Eventually I'll cover that over once I get this ballast done here, like in the back. And then I'll move further this way and I'll finish that. And then I'll do this one. Because like, yeah, at the very back there, it's tough to get to when you have the stuff over top here. So I'll do all that, and I'm just gonna kind of sweep this way. All this here that's at the front doesn't matter too much, just because of the fact that, basically it's in arm's reach. That was a close one. That almost went off the track. We're just gonna start our descent back down now, because I'm gonna be working on the helix, so we're just gonna let that go down backwards, and then we're going to take one last look overall of what is to come. All right, so here's something else I did want to show you. For Christmas, my wife, basically she just said, well, what do you want? And I was like, well, I could use another one of these. It's a Athearn Genesis GP38-2. obviously CN Zebra. And I already had one, but I like running the smaller locomotives like this, but like in sets of 2. And I'm just gonna try it out here because usually what happens is that when you get a locomotive from the same manufacturer, right? Usually they run pretty good together. Now, obviously this one here, which I've had a little bit longer, I mean, I don't run it a lot, but they have, it has a bit more runtime than the other one. But I'm gonna try this fresh out the box here and see if they run together pretty good. So I'm gonna go like speed step 3. Yeah, that's pretty good still. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, it's gonna latch those up. Now the coupler looks a little off there, just a little bit. I might have to, oh, there we go. I might have to adjust it, but should be okay. And that'll pull some heavy freight right there, because those are pretty heavy duty. Oh. So besides the GP38 that she got me, I also got a pack of these, which I thought were extension cables. They do not give you the connector on the end to connect 2 of these wires together, which is very unfortunate because I really thought they did. Because in some cases, these are just not long enough. What I could do though is, because it's only 3 wires, I can obviously cut the wire, cut the thing off the end, and do that with 2 and then splice them. It's still more work than what I was hoping to do. I thought I could just plug 2 of these together and make an extension cable, but I couldn't. So there's that. And then she got me more of these. There was 3 available, so I got the last of them. And I was able to add more to the layout. I got a couple, you can see them kind of hanging over here, right? And therefore the switches that are in there. But going forward, the only other thing, yeah, because out of I have 16 of these switch machines thus far, and this one was the only one that was a dud. It lights up. Whoa. Okay, well, if it wasn't broken before, it definitely is now. Butterfingers. So anyway, so it wasn't working, so I contacted Walthers, and I don't even know where it is now. And basically they're going to send me a replacement one. I just have to probably send that one back to them. And also, I got the lumber transload kit, but it was missing a full building from the, what was supposed to be included. So they're sending those out to me as well. Lots to do. Yeah, I'm getting closer to obviously the second level here, because all I have to do is get a couple of 4x8 sheets. I usually get them cut down into strips of 2 feet by 8 feet, and I can get about 3 or 4 of these quarter turns out of that much. So yeah, I need to go up another 2 levels here to be at the same height. And then let's see if I can do this, just to kind of show you. So when I get to, I want to say it's this level. So I'm just going to set that on there. There we go. So when I get to here, I'll be able to use one of these And I can attach that just like that. And it's going to go off onto this layout, or this level. Of course it's going to stay on this layout. What other layout would it connect to? Come on now. But yeah, I'm super stoked. I'm going to order my backdrop this week, most likely, for the second level. And I think I'm going to order the piece just for, I think 2 of them will basically do here to here or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, I have to do that before I start building this up more as well. So you're going to see more backdrop by the next time I do a video, possibly, depending on how long it takes to get here. But you'll definitely get to see more greenery, hopefully down this end now, and we'll meet in the middle here. As soon as more number 5s become available, I'll be able to finish my yard and start my ladder here. Because yeah, 1 ladder down, 1 ladder going up. And then I'll be able to do my facility here, maintenance, rail shop and all that. There's some switch machines that are in here already, but I haven't tested those. Actually, I might have tested 1 and it was good, but they're not all perfect yet. So I'm not going to bother showing you those. Where these ones, I think I'm only missing 1 from here. This one, yeah. There's nothing in there right now. I have to, and which was going to be that one that I dropped or threw across the room there, but yeah, because it's broken, won't work. So, and then I'll need to get a couple more switch machines for in here and up here and over there and up here, and yeah, fun stuff, guys. Yeah, so stick around. 2021 is going to be a year of the level 2. It took me 6 months when I do it like this, and when you look at overall, because I started in July of 2020. I got all the bench work, all the backboards, this giant monstrosity, all this. You know, a lot of the wiring, all the wiring for the bottom level is basically done except for the sidings. I haven't added any sidings yet for industries because I'm more interested in getting this main line done. You know, it's been rough, but I'm getting there. It's a long, slow process. I don't want to rush it, but at the same time, I'm trying to kind of hurry along here so I can run more trains, like farther than like to there and to there. So it is what it is. But yeah, it's taken its sweet time, and things are turning out exactly, if not close to, and in some cases better than what I'm imagining it in my mind. So what do you guys think? What should be next? What should I do? What do you want to see? What do you want? What do you want? But yeah, everything is really coming together here, and I couldn't be happier. I've had lots of positive feedback, lots of help as well. Definitely, a lot of you guys have reached out and whatnot, and also like Bubs has come by. He's helped me with a lot of this bench work, so couldn't have done it without him. So, oh, there's one more. Can't believe I almost forgot. Wow. Okay, give me 1 sec. Okay. I totally forgot because it was in my display case. This was a gift from M&M Rails for Christmas. This is the FP9 from Rapido Trains. This is the Grey Ghost. Now, I had one of these a long time ago, and when I was going through whatever, I ended up having to sell most, if not all of my stuff. You know, obviously rough times in life, right? But he actually surprised me this Christmas by gifting me one of these, and I could not be happier because this was one of my favorites. It's a special run. I can't remember what number this is, but there was only about 101 made. So The F9, the FP9 is like my favorite F unit. I mean, the F7 is cool too, but the F9 is more my speed. Am I even on the track? Oh, yeah, that's why. I'm not even on the track. Ooh, there we go. Okay, now it should be good. All right, everybody, thanks again for watching. Thanks again for following along, subscribing, all the likes, comments, everything. Thank you guys so much. Here's to a better new year. 2021, here we come. This week, you've got Dave88 over on his channel. He's going to be doing a live where he runs trains. And then come back here to my channel next week, where I'll be doing some work on the layout, and you can join along and watch and see what we're working on. Until then, I'm go Veer, go home. I've got a train to catch.